Oh, what's up, guys? So, let me go over these 5.6 notes for you all, okay? So, on these 5.6 notes, it's actually solving equations that don't have the same basis. So, right here, in this question here, number 1, right? It says solve 5 to the x minus 4 equals 9. And then in the first blank, you need to put the exact answer. Okay, in the second box over here, these little squiggly lines, they mean approximately. You're gonna round 4 decimal places. Okay, so let's solve this question here, right? So I have 5 to the x minus 4 equals 9. Now, in our previous notes, if you were able to make them, like this is a 5, right? If you were able to make this turn into a 5, right? 5 to a power of whatever, right? 5 to the power squared or whatever, you could cancel the 5s, right? But in this question, you can't. You can't turn 5 into 9. You can't turn 9 into 5. So now comes the actual part of us actually using logs, okay? Because remember, what's our problem right now? The problem is that x is floating on top as an exponent, and we don't want that. So that's why logs exist, right? Now, you can use log base 10 if you like. You can even use log 7, log 10, log 6, 7. It's up to you. I'm going to use ln, the natural log, okay? And that's what we do in the entire paper. It just makes it easier to me, okay? I suggest you do the same. So I'm going to take the ln of the left side, and then I'm going to take the ln of the right side. Because if you do it to one side, you got to do it to the other side, okay? Now, why do I do that? Okay, what's the whole point? Remember that the whole reason we have logs is so that way I can bring the exponent down. So as soon as I put the ln there in red, right, I am now able to take all of this and I'm able to put it in the front, right there. Okay, so I want to do that. The x minus 4 falls down. It falls down because I took the ln, okay? So x minus 4. Then I still have ln of 5. Okay? Now, if this confuses you the way it looks, you need to understand that the ln of 5 is just a number. It's like 10 or 4.6 or something. It's just a number. So if it just looks weird to you, you can put a time symbol right there if you like, or you can put parentheses around there. I don't know, right? How do you want to do it? Parentheses around here? If you like, I don't know. As long as you know that they're two different entities, okay? X minus 4 is by itself times ln 5. And then what do I have on the right side? On the right side, I have equals the ln of 9. So just to recap, all I've done is taken the ln of both sides, and then I brought down the x minus 4. That's the point, again, of log. Okay, now, we want to get x's with x's, right? Keep all the x's on the same side. In this question, we only have one x. It's right there. I would like to leave it alone. Okay, that's the last thing I want to move around. So for right now, I need to worry about moving everything else. So I can't move the x, and I can't do plus 4 yet because it's trapped in the parentheses. So what I would like to do is move all of this ln. I want to move it to the other side. Because if it wasn't there, right? If it wasn't there, then I have this. And then, perfect, you just add 4 to both sides. Okay, but how do you get rid of it? Since you're multiplying right there in between, right? You're multiplying those. How do you undo multiplication? Division. So divide all of this by ln 5. And these cancel. What am I left with? I am left with x minus 4 equals okay, sorry, I was too lazy to write it. X minus 4 equals ln 9 divided by ln 5. Okay, again, just go back and look at this. Okay, don't get confused on this because the first question is the easiest one. Okay, so we're right here. Next, I want to get x by itself. Well, what's in the way? The minus 4. How do you undo minus 4? By adding it, plus 4 to both sides. Now, when you do plus 4, again, this right here, that's just a number. Leave it alone. So when you put plus 4, don't put plus 4 on top. Don't do that. Don't put plus 4 on the bottom. Since all of this is just one number, you're going to add 4 to the end. Okay? So then these 4s are going to cancel. And what do you have left over? X equals ln of 9 divided by the ln of 5 and then plus 4. And in case you're wondering, can I do something with this? Right? Can I do something with 9 and 5? Do I subtract them? 9 minus 5 because of division? No, leave it alone. This, that is your exact answer. So back over here when I said write down the exact answer in the first blank, this is the exact answer right there. There you go. And then how do you get the approximate answer? Well, the approximate answer is you plug all that into Desmos and it will give you the decimal answer. Okay? Again, how do you plug into Desmos? I don't feel like typing it on my iPad, so I'm just going to show you what I did in my notes while I was driving in the where I'm at right now. Right here. See? Type it on Desmos. ln 9 divided by ln 5. If you need to, could you put parentheses here? Yeah, you can put ln parentheses. It doesn't matter. Okay? So ln 9 divided by ln 5 and then plus 4. That gave me on the calculator 5.36521 blah blah blah, right? But you're on 4 decimal places. 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then make sure you look at the other number right afterwards. Check the fifth number. If that number 1 was a 5 or bigger than the 2, that would become a 3. But since it's not bigger than a 5, then you leave it alone. So the answer is 5.3652. 5.3652. And that's the answer that goes here. And then we go to number 2. Find the exact answer, right? This one says find the exact answer. And then the next one says round 4 decimal places. Okay. So we have 11 e to the x minus 7 equals 14. Now before we start solving this, I need to get this by itself. I can't have anything. I can't have the 11 in the front and I can't have the minus 7 after. That messes it up. I can't do anything yet. So if I were going to solve this, I want to get the EX by itself. I'm going to do I divide 11 first? Or do I plus 7 first? I'm going to do plus 7 first, okay? So plus 7 to both sides. So this is 11 e to the x equals 14 plus 7, that's 21. Now again, I would like to get the EX by itself. Like I want to get this by itself. How do you move the 11 out of the way? Divide it, because it's 11 times EX, right? So the opposite would be divide. So divide this by 11. This cancels. And you're left with e to the x equals 21 over 11, because you can't reduce 21 to 11. And then now what? Now you're ready. I would like this x to fall down. You can only do that if you take the ln of both sides. Okay, and then yeah, this x is gonna come over here, it's gonna fall down. There you go. X times ln e equals ln 21 over 11. Now, if you remember the notes we did in the other class, there's a special rule here. It's right here. It's the ln of e. What is the ln of e? Remember the ln of e? They're going to cancel. Okay, this cancels. So then you already have the answer. X equals the ln of 21 over 11. And that would be my, what do you call it? Exact answer. So my exact answer is going to be the ln of 21 over 11. What is the approximate solution? Rounded 4 decimal places. We'll put that on decimals, right? And then I did it over here again when I was doing my notes. Right here. ln 21 over 11. Again, round 4 decimal places. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then look at the next number. The next number is a 2. If that number was a 5 or bigger, then this 6, 6 becomes a 6, 7. But it's not bigger than 5, right? It's a 2. So you gotta leave it 0.6466. And that's the answer. Okay, number 3. Give the exact answer and then round to 4 decimal places, right? Exact answer, round 4 decimal places. So this is the exact answer. And then this is the rounding one. Okay. So let's write this down over here. 2 to the 3x equals 7. So first you gotta ask yourself, what's going wrong with this question? Well, it's ready to go. There's no plus 5 here. There's nothing there, right? It's just ready. You can't divide by 2 because you can't leave that floating. So you just take the ln of both sides. Okay, and then what happens? Remember that the ln, the log, its job is to bring down the exponent. So this 3x is going to fall down over here to the front. And you got 3x, and then you have ln of 2 equals the ln of 7. Now, again, please don't forget that right here, 3x is like its own entity times ln 2. They're different, okay? So what do I want? I would like to leave the the x by itself, right? Leave the x by itself is what I want. I want the x to be all by itself. Well, how do I get rid of it? How do I get rid of everything else? Divide, because there's a multiplication symbol. You can do it piece by piece, or we can do it all in one step. And we've done this all in one step before, so I'm going to do it all in one step. This 3, it's 3 times x, right? How do you get rid of times? Divide. So I'm going to divide by 3. So then this is going to cancel. Good. And I'm also going to get rid of the ln2. And that's being multiplied. X times ln2. Well, I don't want the times ln2, so I'm going to divide by the ln2. And then this cancels. So only x is left over. So I'm dividing by 3 and the ln2. And that's it. And that's going to be the exact answer. It goes in there. So that's my exact answer. And then the next one has to be rounded 4 decimal places. How does that look? Put it on Desmos. What number are you on? 3? Yeah, here's 3. There it is. ln 7 divided by 3 ln 2. Again, you're going to go 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0.9357. And then the number afterwards is 8. And finally, we have a number that's bigger than 5, or 5 or bigger, right? So what happens? That means that this number next to it goes up by 1. So instead of it being 57, it's going to be 58. So it'll be 0.935, not 7 anymore, 8. Because you got to round up. So 0.9358. Number 4, solve for the letter m. In this question, you're just going to turn the log into exponential. How do you turn log into exponential? Remember, the little baby one goes first. So it's going to be 2. And then whatever is after the equal sign, that's going to go on top. So 2 to the 4th power equals what do you have in parentheses, which is m. And it's asking, what is m equal to? Well, m is equal to 2 to the 4th power. And 2 to the 4th power means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Which is 16. And that's the answer for that one. Number 5. Number 5 is just like number 3. Okay? Just like number 3. If you want to see my work on it, because I think it's pretty easy, I did it right here. Okay? I took the ln of both sides. I guess I'll write it down for you all, in case you're absent or something, right? 4 to the 2x equals 7. And it's ready to go. There's nothing in front and there's nothing after. So take the ln of both sides. When you take the ln of both sides, this 2x that's floating on top goes to the bottom. There we go. And then again, I would like to keep the x by itself. So what happens? Divide the 2 and the ln of 4. Divide the 2 and the ln of 4. And that's the exact answer. And then you plug it into Desmos and it'll give you the approximate answer, right? Rounding 4 decimal places. There you go. That's what we have written down. And then you put it on Desmos, and then you'll give you the approximate answer. Oh, not this one. The approximate answer. Right here. Right? Again, you're trying to round 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're right here. Look at the number at the next to it. That's a 3 right here. The 3 is not big enough to make this 8 become a 9. So then stop. It's just 0.7018, which I already have written down there. So I forgot. 7018. And then our last question, number 6, my favorite. Okay, so this one here said, again, pay attention to the directions, okay? Number 6, different directions. Exact answer, no problem. But round to the nearest hundredth. Okay, so this means round 2 decimal places. Okay, only on the last question, only on number 6 are you going to round 2 decimal places. Everything else is to round to 4 decimal places. All right, let me write this down. Okay. Now this one's my favorite question because it's a lot of work, right? What do we do first? Well, take the ln of both sides because you can't make 2 and a 5 go into the same thing. And the reason we take the ln of both sides is because it's going to allow us to take all of this, go down to the bottom, all of this, down to the bottom. So if I rewrite this, it's going to be 11x minus 7 ln 2. That's still there, right? ln 2 is still there. And then equals the x plus 4 is going to go in the front now. And then you have ln of 5. Okay, now it looks a little confusing, right? Lots of stuff going on. I'm about to make it even more confusing to you. Don't forget that these right here are being multiplied, right? And ln 2 is just a number. ln 2 could be, like 7.2 or 1.8 or something. It's just a number, okay? But what we're going to do here is we're going to multiply ln 2 times 11x. So that's just literally going to be 11x ln of 2. But again, I just multiplied it in, right? Multiplied to both of those. So I've done that so far. I did 11x times ln2, and that's what we have. Next, I'm going to do -7 times ln2. That's just going to be -7 ln2. And then do the same thing on the other side. You're going to get the ln5 times x, and that's going to give us x ln5. Okay, again, I just multiplied it in, right? Then I have a plus sign. A plus sign. Multiply 4 times ln5. So that would be 4 ln5. Now what I would like to do is get letters with letters and numbers with numbers. And I know there's a lot of letters and numbers going on, right? But what I want is I want all the x's to be on the same side. I don't want one x on the left and one x on the right. Okay, so I'm going to move the smaller one, right? I'm going to move this one here to this side. So this becomes, and right now it's a positive x, right? So to undo that, you're going to do minus x. That's it. Leave the 4 ln5 alone. I'm only moving this one, right? So minus x ln5. Those cancel. So right now, what I have right now is I have 11x ln2 and then underneath it I have minus x ln5. Okay, this is what we have right now. And then minus 7 ln2 equals 4 ln5. Now, I'm afraid I might have lost you all, so I'm gonna explain it, okay? So again, what I'm trying to do is get all the x's on the same side. So I have an x right here. Oh, not wrong button. This is an x, and this is an x. I want them on the same side. So you can move the 11 to the right, but since this is 11x and this is just a baby little 1x, I'm moving the smaller one. So that's why I moved all of this to this side. How? Well, right now it's a positive, right? So I just put a minus x ln5. Minus x ln5. And why did I put it there? Because the x has got to go match, right? So then when I write this, I'm going to write this one first, because it's the leaders in the very front. There it is. Then I'll write what was underneath it next. Underneath it is negative x ln5. Oh, I forgot the x right here. Negative x. There you go, ln5. Right, and then what I have left over, I still have, after all that, I still have the minus 7 ln2, which is right there. Equals 4 ln5. Okay. Now, since I have an x right here and an x right here, I want nothing else in the way. In other words, this right here doesn't even have an x. So I want to move it. How do you move a negative 7? By adding it, right? So plus 7 ln2. Plus 7 ln2. Okay. So this is now canceled right here. I'm going to just write everything I have, right? I'm going to write down my 11x ln 2 minus x ln 5 and then this canceled. So now I have equals 4, right? Equals 4 ln 5. And then I got plus 7 ln 2. Now, right here, don't start thinking you can add. So it looks like 4 plus 7 makes 11, and 5 plus 2 makes 7. No, don't do that. Leave them alone. They're different. Okay? They're different numbers. Now, the whole reason we're doing all this crazy stuff, right, is because I have an x and I have an x. I don't want x on both of them. I want to take out the x. We call that factoring. Okay? If I take out x, what do I have left? I still got an 11, and I still have an ln 2. Minus sign. If I take away the x, I still have an ln 5. Equals all this junk right here. There you go. And now finally, I have x by itself. If I can somehow move all of this to this side, I'll be done. So what's happening between the x and all of this? Like what's happening in between here? Right, there's a symbol going on right there. It's not plus, it's not minus. It's times, you're multiplying. How do you undo it? Division. ln 2 minus the ln 5. And finally, x is all by itself. You have all of this. And that's the exact answer. Okay, and then how do you get the decimal? Well, you put all that in the calculator. Which would be right here. Four ln 5 plus 7 ln 2, 11 ln 2 minus 2 ln 5. Yep, there it is. And remember, this one's only going to be rounding 2 decimal places, because that's what the directions say on the last question. So 2.56. Should it be 2.57? No, because that's a 2. 2 is not bigger than, or 5 are bigger, so you can't round that up. So leave it 2.56. I know it's a little confusing here. Looks like a lot of work. But the more you do it, the easier it's going to get, obviously. Number 6 is a great test question because look at it. It's so beautiful. All right, guys. I hope that's able to help you. Finish your assignment, please. Laters.